At this time, we welcome Mr. Hector Martinez. He's an account executive at Schneider Electric and is responsible for the successful growth of system solutions for telco and cloud and service providers. His main objective is to help customers reach their sustainability goals through the development of efficient digital and automated energy solutions. Today, Hector joins us to speak on managing cyber risks and driving digital innovation. Hector, welcome.
Thank you very much for this welcome, and I'm very happy to be with you again. Really appreciate the opportunity to talk about how Schneider Electric is working towards providing solutions for infrastructure and telecommunications infrastructure in particular. And today I want to talk about a very interesting topic that has been very relevant in the last months, and it's how to manage cyber risk and driving digital innovation. I believe that this is going to be a very important and opportunity for me to show you what is Schneider Electric doing in terms of cybersecurity, because cybersecurity has become now one of the most important topics that we are facing recently. So first of all, we need to talk about what is the value of cybersecurity. And I know that we have all of us heard about some of the threats that are happening, but it's a very important because there's an exponential growth in the connection of devices being now monitored and managed through the network. And this is happening because of the digital transformation. So digital transformation is one of the most important technology journeys that we are living today. And through digital transformation, we are making disruption in business models. We are also creating more efficient ways to work. And of course, we are providing an enhanced customer experience. So overall, digital transformation brings a lot of benefits. However, we need to make sure that this transformation is being implemented with the right set of safety and security ideas. So that's why we believe that digitization and digital transformation, it's going to become one of the most important transformations that we will be facing. And as you have mentioned on the previous conversations, telecommunications is going to be a key part of this digital transformation. So being able to connect and communicate sensors and monitor and obtain information and analysis of how things are working will be key for the digitization of the industry and the technology. So this is why we believe that convergence of IT and OT needs to put a special and very, very special focus on cybersecurity, because all of these benefits that we've been talking about could be threatened by cybersecurity. And in fact, one of the things that we know is that today, one of the highest challenges that companies are facing or are expressing as a limitation to adopt IoT, it's mainly cybersecurity. So this is one of the most important points that we have to mention. So for us in Schneider Electric, as the specialists, global leaders in energy management, we understand the importance of cybersecurity. So we believe that we have to provide a strong foundation to protect industries again and and all the communications against cybersecurity threats. And so that's basically the idea, and that's why we are completely identified with the need of cybersecurity and in Schneider Electric, and it's being part of our um, company goals to be leaders also in cybersecurity. And well, you know that today we have seen a lot of different attacks on cybersecurity, and it's been in different ways. So in the beginning, or the most common attacks, and the ones that we all know, it's maybe the phishing attacks, where you are requested to send information about or personal information through some type of email or message, or adopting your identity and trying to get personal information, which is very, very common. Then the ransomware, which has been also very, very active in the latest times, and that has been very noticeable lately in the news because of some of the events that happened recently. But there's also the possibility to have attacks on physical critical infrastructure. And these attacks could happen just on almost anything that can be connected. So it could be an electrical system, it could be other infrastructure, physical infrastructure that can put in danger the critical infrastructure. So this is the type of devices and products that Schneider Electric produces, physical critical infrastructure. So that's where we are putting a special concentration, because we need to make sure that our products and solutions are safe and are capable of providing those solutions that we need for the infrastructure. So just some other information about how cybersecurity it's being attacked, and has how important it is. So just as a general information, every 14 seconds there's a ransomware attack. So it's almost incredible the number of devices that are being attacked. And also it is that within 5 minutes an IoT device is attacked. And something that it's for me very, very, very interesting is that 95% of the HTTP servers are vulnerable to the mobile, to the attacks by man in the middle. So there's a lot of opportunities for cybersecurity, and there's a lot of cases that are being happening today. And we sometimes tend to think that this is not going to happen to us, and maybe when we talk about the Caribbean, maybe it's a small region, maybe it's a remote part of the world, there's bigger fishes to fish, or some other countries that can be attacked. But there has been cases in the region. So we know that in Latin America there has been some attacks, and also even in some islands in the Caribbean, there has been some attacks. So we are not free from cybersecurity threats. Even the Caribbean can be impacted. So we are uh, really a company that provides solutions for the top segments that use the top using energy using segments in the world. And in order to provide these solutions, we need to manage the energy, and we do it through SCADA systems, to distributed control systems, through electrical grid connection, emergency power, and we provide building network infrastructure, industrial network infrastructure. And all those elements are targets of cybersecurity attacks. So we have to be very careful, because we are in the middle of the possibilities of all those attacks. So that's why we, as I said, we have adopted as a company-wide a policy that we need to develop the technology that will protect us against cyber attacks, and we will do it because not only it's important, but it's mandatory nowadays. And the challenge is really hard because everything is available in the web. If you do a search and you look for instructions on the web on how to hack anything, you will find a lot of information about how to reach and find ways to attack different technologies. Just as a comment, I have a 15-year-old son who likes to be curious about a lot of things in the web, and and he's been able to use a lot of elements, so that, for example, for me to stop him from using internet, I am using an application by my provider, my telecommunications provider, and he has been able to find my password several times and find how to unblock it. So and there's a lot of things that can be done through the web. So it's incredible the amount of information that you can find through just a simple search in the web. So if it's possible to do it that way, we are sure that hackers, professional hackers, they have more resources and tools that can be used. So we have to be ahead of the game, and that's a very important thing, and that's what we believe in Schneider Electric. We need to be ahead of the game in order to support the critical infrastructure. And I remember yesterday when Inge Schmidt was talking about the importance of the telecommunications infrastructure after the events that have happened in the Caribbean. She said, we are a critical infrastructure suppliers or providers in the Caribbean. So for us, we cannot stay out and be, we are critical for the lives of the people in the Caribbean. So telecommunications are definitely one of those targets that can be addressed by hackers because of the importance of the relevance of telecommunication companies. So as I said, we in Schneider, we believe that we have to go and be ahead of the game. So it's important for us to be ready and take take the lead in the cybersecurity. So it's time for us to become more and more strong in the offense. So we cannot stay and wait until something happens to take the measures. So we have to be in the offense and be ready and be prepared. And one of the challenges that we find is that sometimes companies and even different players try to avoid responsibility. So sometimes governments they need to help, also regulators, companies, and third parties, because all of us have something to do. So just as an example, as I said, we are suppliers of products for telecommunications. We can provide uninterruptible power supplies. We can provide switch gear. We can provide a lot of components of a telecommunications company, and we need to make sure that all of our components, if they can be communicated through the web or they can be IT enabled, they have to have cybersecurity measures. So that's a key component of our technology. And again, companies, they also need to make sure that they have a strategy to make sure that they are covering all the different aspects of cybersecurity. Because typically, cybersecurity has been one of the, I would say, main main points for IT, but not always for facilities. And the facilities, they know how to operate and operation technologies, but they do not know about cybersecurity. And IT depends on OT to operate. So the combination of that, and that's a bridge that is needed between IT and OT, and that's a major challenge that companies are facing, because yes, IT is taking care of the cybersecurity at the IT department, but now that facilities are being integrated into IT with the convergence of IT and OT, facilities need also to be protected against cybersecurity. Of course, management know about cybersecurity and they rely on IT, but sometimes they do not consider that OT is also part of this equation. So it's very important that it is considered. So for us, cybersecurity has a lot of value that needs to be implemented. So it protects image and reputation of the companies, ensures business continuity. Of course, it's a key enabler for IoT solutions, inspires confidence, protects the assets, and ensures standards compliance, and supports safety for the staff and the environment. So, who should be involved in the cybersecurity um, inside companies? Well, basically, there's three pillars for cybersecurity. It's not only that we need to have the technology, we have to get people involved. People are one of the could be the weakest link in a cybersecurity initiative, but they also can be the strongest link. So the people need to know, and they need to be really prepared to adopt cybersecurity as part of the security as part of the culture of the company, and getting training continuously. Of course, process are also important. We need to make sure that process are considered also as part of the um, uh, cybersecurity strategy and the technology. As I said, the cybersecurity technology is just as strong as your capability to control your operations. So cybersecurity requires all these three pillars get involved: people, process, and technology. And what is our approach in Schneider Electric to cybersecurity? Well, we are working, as I said, on people, process, and technology. So we follow the same approach all the time. So we make an assessment, then we design, implement, monitor, and maintain, and we repeat this cycle. So that's the way we do it in the life cycle of the cybersecurity. And of course, we are supported by companies that are uh, involved in cybersecurity worldwide, and bodies, regulation bodies. So we are very involved with these companies so that we can minimize um, risk and align with the business requirements properly. So we understand that the importance of cybersecurity, and we apply our knowledge in cybersecurity to all the products that we manufacture and we produce. And we are continuously testing our systems against cybersecurity threats. So as part of Schneider Electric, we have solutions that cover most of the different or cover all the different aspects of cybersecurity that you can have. So we protect, we obtain permissions, we detect threats, and we respond to any type of um, threats that are happening. And what's the differentiation of Schneider Electric? Well, we can provide solutions to implement across various operating environments, including energy management and industrial automation domains. So this is a very important thing. So we can partner with you to provide solutions on cybersecurity. We provide vendor agnostic solutions. We understand and apply IT and within OT solutions, we have flexible solutions that can be operated and implemented in different industries. And we have a deep understanding of priorities and concerns of the different segments. So we are not only a manufacturer of equipments, we are also a company that is really concentrated on providing solutions to our customers. So we can provide you solutions that will help you navigate your cybersecurity challenges. And as I said, we are also a company that it's associated with many regulators and companies dedicated to cybersecurity, and we have a global presence, a global footprint with 6 regional hubs, over 100 consultants in cybersecurity with multiple certifications, and all our field service engineers have cybersecurity training. So we want to make sure that whenever you work with the Schneider Electric and products, you are having these solutions certified. And we work with, we are founding member of the Global Cybersecurity Alliance, and we have implemented many solutions. So I just want to make sure that whenever you are considering critical infrastructure deployments, make sure that you also integrate cybersecurity as part of your plan to make sure that your efforts consider the 3 pillars: people, processes, and technology. And working with a company that can provide you those that support will be very important. And we at the Schneider Electric have a very strong cybersecurity as a business requirement. We make sure that all the data and data collection and transmission that we do is protected, and we are committed to support the digital transformation of every industry. So for us, as I said, cybersecurity, it's really important, and it's time for telecommunications companies to also consider a strong partner to make sure that their digital infrastructure is supported with cybersecurity solutions that will allow them to provide the services that your customers are looking for. So this is the presentation I have for today. So thank you very much, CANTO, for the opportunity to present our cybersecurity solutions for industry, and this would be my last slide.
Thank you very much, Hector. A very timely presentation indeed. We're talking cybersecurity, especially in this digital age. Thank you so much